Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all good. Welcome to the daily current affairs. Abhay Kumar Singh appointed as Joint Secretary in Ministry of Cooperation. Here the Union Ministry of Cooperation is under Amit Shah. The ministry was recently formed with an aim to strengthen the cooperative movement in the country. And Abhay Kumar Singh is appointed as a Joint Secretary in the Ministry of Cooperation for the upcoming 7 years tenure. Next one. Sandeep Bakshi reappointed as the MD and CEO of ICICI Bank. Here, the headquarters of ICICI Bank is Mumbai, Maharashtra, and the appointment of the MD and CEO is approved by the Reserve Bank of India, and the MD and CEO is Sandeep Bakshi, and he will be continued till October 2023 for the upcoming 2 years. And the tagline of ICICI Bank is Hum Hai Na Khayal Aapka. Next one. Hakainde Hichilema has won the 2021 General President elections of Zambia. He is the Hichilema is the Zambia's opposition leader of the United Party for National Development. He has won the 2021 Zambia's president elections. He has a winning vote of 59.38 percentage, and he replaces the incumbent president of Edgar Lungu. And the capital of Zambia is Lusaka, and the currency is Kwacha. Next one. World's first fossil-free steel manufactured in Sweden. Here the venture called Hybrid, which has made the world's first fossil-free steel, which is in Sweden. And this steel was made using hydrogen breakthrough iron making technology, which uses the 100% fossil-free hydrogen instead of coal and coke. And the venture has also started delivering this fossil-free steel to the Volvo Group as part of its trial run. And the capital of Sweden is Stockholm, and the currency is krona. And the Prime Minister of Sweden is Stefan Löfven. Next one. Ministry of Jal Shakti launches Sujalam campaign. Here, the Ministry of Jal Shakti has launched a 100-day campaign which is called Sujalam. And this campaign would help in the management of the wastewater, and in turn would help to revive the water bodies through the creation of 1 million soak pits. Here it is more to create more and more open defecation free plus villages by undertaking the wastewater management at the village level. And the main focus areas of this Sujalam campaigning are access to toilets for new households, construction of 1 million soak pits, and retrofitting of toilets. Here the open defecation means it is a human practice of defecating outside rather than into a toilet. And the people may choose for this fields, bushes, forests, streets, canals, and the open space for the defecation. To tackle this problem, the Ministry of Jal Shakti has launched a 100-day campaign Sujalam, and the Minister of Jal Shakti is Gajendra Singh Shekhawat. Next one. Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, that is MeitY, has launched the Samriddh program, and the full form of Samriddh is Startup Accelerators of MeitY for product innovation development and growth. This program was launched by the Union Minister of MeitY, Sri Ashwini Vaishnaw. And the main objective of this program is to create a conducive platform to Indian software product startups to enhance their products and securing investments for scaling their business. This program is being implemented by the MeitY Startup Hub. It will focus on accelerating the 300 startups by providing customer connect, investor connect, and international immersion in the next 3 years. Investment of up to rupees 40 lakh will be provided to the startup through selected accelerators. Next one, and the Ministry of Electronics and Information is under the Ashwini Vaishnav. Next one, Niti Aayog and WRI jointly launched Forum for Decarbonizing Transport. Here, the WRI means World Resource Institute, and the Niti Aayog jointly launched the Forum for Decarbonizing Transport in India. Here, the Niti Aayog is the implementing partner for India, and the aim of this project is to bring down the peak level of GHG emission, that is greenhouse gases emission in Asia, resulting in problems like consumption and air pollution. Here, the GHG, that is greenhouse gases emissions, or the greenhouse gases which are vented to the Earth's atmosphere because of humans, and the greenhouse will effect of their 50 billion tons a year causes climate change. Most is carbon dioxide from burning fossil fuels like coal, oil, and the natural gas. Here, the chairperson of Niti Aayog is Narendra Modi, and it is founded in the year 2015. And the CEO of Niti Aayog is Amitabh Kant. Next one, India's evacuation mission from Afghanistan, named as Operation Devi Shakti. Here, the Ministry of External Affairs has given a name to India's complex mission of evacuating the citizens from the Afghanistan as Operation Devi Shakti. The Ministry of External Affairs, the Minister of External Affairs is S. Jaishankar. Next one, US based Ohmium International has started India's first green hydrogen electrolyzer manufacturing unit at Bangalore. Here, this factory will manufacture India made proton exchange membrane hydrogen electrolyzers. Here, the green hydrogen is made from non-fossil sources as giant blue hydrogen that is made from fossil sources. And the factory will manufacture that India made proton exchange membrane hydrogen electrolytes with an initial manufacturing capacity of about 500 megawatts per year, and will scale it up to 2 gigawatts per year. And the governor of Karnataka is Tawarchand Gehlot, and the chief minister of Karnataka is Baswaraj Bommai. Next one, the fifth edition of Indo-Kazakhstan joint training exercise, that is Kazin 21, will be held at Training Node, Kazakhstan. This is a joint training exercise between the India and Kazakhstan, which will boost the bilateral relations between India and Kazakhstan armies. The exercise is also a platform for the armed forces of India and Kazakhstan. And the Prime Minister of Kazakhstan is Askar Mamin, and the capital is Nur Sultan. And the currency of Kazakhstan is Kazakhstani tenge. Next one, the second edition of Indo-Qatari joint naval exercise, that is Jair al-Bahar, is held at Persian Gulf. This is a second edition of the naval exercise between India and Qatar. This edition of this exercise include 3-day harbor phase, which is followed by the 2-day sea phase. In this exercise, in this tactical maritime exercise, which involves the surface action and the air defense, maritime surveillance, and the SAR exercises. And in the sea phase of exercise, the Indian Navy's Steel Freight INS Trikan and the Rafale fighters are going to participate in the sea phase of the exercise. And the capital of Qatar is Doha, and the currency is Qatari Riyal. And the Prime Minister is Sheikh Khalid bin Khalifa bin Abdelaziz Al Thani. Next one, Copenhagen tops EIU's Safe Cities Index 2021. Here the EIU means Economist Intelligence Unit. Here the Copenhagen, which is the capital of Denmark, has topped the world's safest city, which is from among the total of 60 global cities. And this report is released by the Economic Intelligence Unit. Whereas from India, the New Delhi stands in the 40th position and the Mumbai stands in the 50th position in this index. The index was first released in the year 2015, and if you see the top five states which are topped in this index are Copenhagen, Toronto, Singapore, Sydney, and Tokyo. Next one, India emerges as second in Cushman and Wakefield's 2021 Global Manufacturing Risk Index. Here, this India has effectively surpassed the United States and became the world's second most desired manufacturing destination. The this indicates by this which indicates the growing interest in India by manufacturers as a preferred manufacturing hub over other countries, including the US, including the US and China. In this index, overall 47 countries across the Europe, America, and the Asia Pacific are being seen, and the India emerges as the second in this global manufacturing risk index. Next one, former Indian footballer Vo Chandrasekharan passed away. The Chandrasekharan is a former Indian footballer player. He played as a defender, and he was popularly known as Olympian Chandrasekharan. And he recently passed away in his home state Kerala. And he was also played in the Indian team in the year 1960 Rome Olympics, which the last time the country participated in the football at the games. And he died because he has been suffering from the dementia for a decade, and his home state is Kerala. Next one, thank you everyone, stay safe, stay